Hello and welcome to another episode of Rico'S Rants. I'm your host, Rico DiGiorgio. During this COVID thing, you know, you don't really get to go out much. So, as much as I didn't want to, I bought some shit. And I've got some shit coming towards me in the mail. And I will be doing some unboxing videos when they do come. Now, I like Star Wars. You all know this. If you watch Rico's Rants, you know this. If you listen to Podaskew, you know this. I'm a fan of lightsabers and Star Wars and that whole culture and whatnot. And I had a collection of lightsabers as a kid, and they looked a lot like this thing. You know, the ones that, do this and doesn't make any sound, doesn't do anything. It's just one of those good old kid fashion lightsabers. And I had a decent collection of plastic. That's what I had. Now, years ago, a friend of mine still does. He got one of those Black Series Vader lightsabers, and this was circa 2005. So, Revenge of the Sith had just come out, and he actually bore a slight resemblance to Hayden Christensen. So, it was an easy thing. He just, he has long hair, and he just would put on a robe, a cloak, and everything, and he would just be dark side Anakin because he had this Vader heavy duty metal real kind of fucking lightsaber. I'd always kind of wanted one, but was never in a position to be able to afford one. And then my mom gives me this as a gift, and my mom is one of those people that she could pretty much find anything at a Goodwill or a Salvation Army or free on Craigslist. She got the Darth Vader black lightsaber. Now it is damaged. It's got a chunk missing right here. But in all honesty, I actually kind of like it like that. I think it looks like Vader was, this lightsaber's been through some battles. Now, I'm doing this video just to kind of set you guys up for the next unboxing, so I don't have to do all of them. So I'm going to show you guys a couple sabers that I have. And there is the classic Vader. And it's battle damaged. It's got some bumps, but with batteries, like right here, you can see this has been through the ringer, but it still sounds good. And I'm not looking for collectibles. I'm not looking for collectibles to just hang on a wall. I want to beat the hell out of my friends and ultimately myself. So it's heavy. It's heavy, and I gotta say, Vader must have been a fucking genius to be able to hold this damn thing, because I don't like this grip here. It's too bumpy. It's not smooth. So I tend to hold it here, which is comfortable, but not as comfortable. So who the hell just wants one lightsaber, right? You can't really, have fun. I've got a couple nephews I want to swing and whack around. So it was my birthday recently. Now, Steph, the lovely Stephanie, got me this. Now, this is from Saberstudios on Amazon. And I was kind of like, this is going to not be good. This is going to be kind of shitty. It's going to be cheap, because it was cheap. And, we've all been kind of burned before on online buying, especially if it's like an ad type of thing where it's just like, oh, it's going to be cool. And why is it so cheap? If it's so cheap, there must be something wrong with it. That's not what I got from this. This was an $85 lightsaber from Saberstudios. It's light. It's very, very light, and you could do more twirling and more fluid motion than the Vader saber. You could still do that, but it's a workout. After, when I was playing with my nephews and my brother and doing all this, I felt like 30 minutes of swinging the Vader, lightsaber. It's heavy. My wrist was hurting and everything. This, not so much. It's just very light, and it's got a nice balance to it. And the the hilt is really thin. Now, one of the reasons why I got this one, I don't know the exact name of what it is, and I have actually since wrapped like a type of gauze just to get a good kind of ropey grip around it. It's much more sleek than how this looks. This is just sort of if I was out in the jungle and everything, kind of making my own saber, so to speak. Um, it does have a good charge port. I do appreciate that. I don't have to spend a lot of money on batteries, which I do have to do for the Vader one. But I got this one because it can change colors. And I thought that was. But before I turn the light off, I want you guys to hear the sound. Now, I did unscrew the bottom where the sound port is, and I actually took a piece of like not styrofoam, sponge, like sponge mattress thing. I just cut off a corner and just sort of shoved it in because without it, it's really loud. Like it's still loud as it is now, so it's got a good sound. I mean, it's got a bright blue to it too. Let's turn that off. I mean, look at that. All right, and we're back. The sound is, trust me, if I took that out, it would be 5 times louder. It's really loud, almost to the point where it's too loud for my liking. You know, if you're going to go up against your friend and reenact a duel, and you have to yell the lines of Star Wars like you were the chosen one. You know, it doesn't really, even though he's yelling in that scene, but that's beside the point. So there are other sounds, and there's only one button. And when I first got this, the button kept sticking, and after finagling with it a little bit more, it kind of responds a little bit better. But when it's off, hold it down. So you get different sound effects and styles of the sound of the saber. So now it's silent. So then you turn it back off. There's one button. It's a lot of timing and everything. And then... I've been waiting for this day for a long time. So you got Kylo's sound, so it's going to sound crackly like his lightsaber. All right. Now back to... So, once you have it on, I just want to explain the instructions of how of what to do. Once you have it on, you hold down the button again. When you saw the tapping I did, there's a deflector, which basically says it was clash, but I like to view it more as deflecting laser bolts, which don't exist. So once you have it on, you press the button, hold it down for 2 seconds, let go, hold it down again, and then it should start changing colors. So we're going to turn the light off. And then 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go. You got your dark red. And it's going to start. There's a dark green. I love the green. Then a light blue, and then eventually dark blue. Light blue again. And then it's going to sort of be pink. And these ones you have to kind of be quick on, like, there's your pink, blue again. And then for the briefest of seconds, it's like, that's as purple as you can really kind of get, unless you time it just right. So, but I like the fluidity of it, and, you know, it's got that. And then, and then it goes off, and that's it. Just passing those along. So, if you want a cheap and good start saber, especially one that you want to just duel with someone, I would recommend Saberstudios. It's it's light. I mean, I even told my nephews, I'm like, if you guys do 100 good deeds, I will buy you each one of these, just so because I knew they were like into this, and I think it's good for, you can start them off with this shit, but I mean, these are now just old. Like they now toy lightsabers already light up and actually make sound. So this is already this is just obsolete. Even this is the VHSs of lightsabers as far as I'm concerned. But if you're a fan of VHSs and VCRs, you respect the originals. That being said, so I do have some unboxing videos coming your way, guys. But in the meantime, Saberstudios on Amazon, and it's about $85. You can get in different colors of the hilt. But if you want what I have, get the one that changes blade colors. You can also get, if you buy two, you can also get a separate adapter connector thing, so you can connect the two of them and make a double bladed lightsaber. I have not made that leap yet. All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, follow me on Podaskew Podcast, which you can find by just doing a Google search. But we're on Twitter, Facebook, and Apple, and Spotify, and all sorts of shit. Bye, guys.